Now to Liverpool's busy transfer business, which looks set to continue, with Bayern Munich securing a deal to sign Luis Díaz for €75 million. Díaz now has the club's permission to leave their tour of Asia in order to complete the move. Liverpool were hesitant about losing Díaz, but the player has made it clear he wants to leave and join Bayern after previously indicating his desire to leave the club last summer.
This could be some blockbuster income as well for Arne Slot, which will certainly balance the books, although they have so much room with regards to PSR. This feels like the right time. Liverpool will look at this and say, we've got full market value for a player that's going into the latter stages of his career. Obviously, that will get extended because of the Bundesliga. You know, a 28-year-old in the Premier League is like a 26-year-old. You know, he goes over there and he'll have a lot more longevity in the game because of the style of football. But also, I think Liverpool were backed into a little bit of a corner because Luis Díaz had said, I want to explore this opportunity. I feel like I've won everything I possibly can at Liverpool. I love my time there. And now this feels like the right chance. Huge club in Bayern Munich, Bundesliga champions. They always get to the latter stages of the Champions League. And this is a fresh opportunity for me and a fresh chance. So, yeah, one to keep an eye on. He had arrived with that Liverpool squad in Tokyo. He was with the team, but now it's our understanding he'll be travelling to Germany to undertake that medical and put the finishing touches to that deal.
So where does Luis Díaz rank on Liverpool's record sales list? Well, Philippe Coutinho and Luis Suarez's moves to Barcelona still rank as Liverpool's biggest departures in terms of fees received, but Díaz will be more expensive than Fernando Torres and Raheem Sterling. Funds from Díaz leaving alongside the potential departures of both Darwin Núñez and Harvey Elliott could help Liverpool facilitate a move for Newcastle's Alexander Isak, with the striker keen on a move away from Tyneside this summer. Liverpool have been interested in the player this window, but Newcastle's position remains that the Swedish international is not for sale.
It's business as usual for the players. You know, you don't get a chance when you come onto these tours to think of anything other than training, the next game. The level's so high that even in these games we have to be very well prepared. We have to try and be at our best. So naturally, I think we're going to miss a player of Alex's quality, and the group are going to feel that. There's no denying that, and I can't sit here and claim that they won't. But a very professional group of players, and they're doing brilliant as far as I can see in terms of managing the situation. Well, I think every player in our squad has to be ready to play. That would be my message to every single man in the squad. We don't have the biggest squad in the Premier League, so every person has to contribute, and I'd have no hesitation in picking anybody. Yeah, I mean, of course, we're not deluded. We know that we need to bring players in. We've known that for a long time. The tail end of last season, as I said, we did all the work. We know who we wanted. It's been a challenging transfer window. Let's see what we can do towards the end of it.
It is going to intensify now, simply because they are about to sell Luis Díaz, and even though they have got a lot of forward options, Alexander Isak is the name that remains on that list. Liverpool do remain interested. It is a deal that they could yet possibly do. All of the noises coming out of Newcastle is more, we hope Alexander Isak stays. We hope he is part of this future. They do hold all the cards, remember, 3 years left on his contract. However, his head has clearly been turned. We have not heard the last of Isak and potentially going to Liverpool in this window.
Definitely not. No, I agree. I think the thing that Newcastle fans will not want to hear is that Liverpool can still afford to do business. And if you look at their net spend in this summer's window, it's around £150 million, because they've sold really well. Since Richard Hughes went into Liverpool, they've sold around £190 million worth of player. That's in just 12 months. So with regards to the finances, Liverpool can still make a deal happen. You look at their current squad, they've got two strikers, Darwin Núñez and Hugo Ekitike. Now, there's a lot of noise and speculation about Darwin Núñez potentially leaving Anfield this summer. So Liverpool are not going to want to go into the season with just one striker in Hugo Ekitike.